I ask for the truth on behalf of Brandy Gilliland concerning relationship issues. And I ask this in the name of truth, right conduct, peace, love and non-violence. Blessed be to the truth always. We just cut the deck for you there, Brandy, and we'll just move the cards to the side here. We'll deal out 3 cards for the past, the present and the future. In this case, of course, it's for the recent past, the present and of course the immediate future. So I don't know if that's if you can just see that's what that's about there for you there. So the first card we pull is the pull out here is for the recent past influence, as it's often referred to, for the present influence and the immediate future influence there. So the first card, the recent past influence, refers to a period of time between now and the last new moon, in this case, like the last month, last 3 or 4 weeks or so ago. And because you've asked a question about your relationship, of course, this will be to do with your relationship in the last 3 or 4 weeks or so. And the meaning of this card will determine that. And this is why we ask questions, why we ask for guidance there. So let's just flip the card there nice and slow so we don't disturb the energy too much, and then just see what we've got here for you. And as you can just see there, you've got the energy of the key. Keys open doors, don't they? And in this case, of course, unlocked doors have been opened for you when it comes to relationships. An opportunity has come along just for you, just lately. I suppose with it being Valentine's Day and things like that, of course, that does tend to help energise things, doesn't it? If a young man feels he's going to be, his luck is going to be in with you there. We don't think about the long-term issues that come from that, but nevertheless, I always tend to focus on the touch of darkness that tends to surround the key, although it glistens in subdued light, but nevertheless it does unlock things. Why I'm sort of feeling as though something here has been unlocked other than just unlocked doors, in the sense of opportunity. I'm sort of getting as though something else has been unlocked or unleashed in some regard concerning your relationship. You've unlocked doors that you probably didn't want to go through, or that you didn't want to know what was behind. Why am I getting that? I don't know. I really don't know. I want to see what's happening now. This will probably give us a clue into what or into how that's resulted into what has been going on. You've got the element of earth there, if you can just see that, and that just really indicates that right now, I suppose you're being pragmatic, you're just utilising logic, reason and common sense, grounding yourself, maybe being realistic, knowing that if something sounds too good to be true, it probably is. It's a Valentine's card, so there. and that's probably all it is, and it doesn't really amount to much. But potentially it may have done. So let me see what the immediate future holds. Potentially there for you. I'm just going to pull out this card here, and this is the energy of your immediate future. Of course, it doesn't have to be true if negative, but it is a warning nevertheless. And sometimes the negative energies can be positive, in the sense forewarned as forearmed. What is there though? So it's positive, serendipity, in the sense that bright new prospects are on the horizon for you between now and the next new moon. From the cleansing that you've done just now and the initiation of magic that you've just performed now, till the next time you initiate magic and cleanse. Bright new prospects on the horizon. Maybe this is just a karmic thing. Karmic as in more of a divine retribution, in the divine retribution sense of the word. Not so much karma as in, well, I'm not a human being, I'm being human. Not in the sense of your action as such. But I suppose the divine retribution's interpretation. The interpretation that we've placed upon it, not the original, not the root Cree, as you call it. And maybe because you're being realistic right now, and you are utilising logic, reason and common sense, and you're grounding yourself. Remember the sign. I would assume, I'm not going to maybe assume, but I would assume you're probably either a Sagittarius. You probably could be a Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo. One of your signs could be one of those three signs. I somehow sense that probably you're one of those, or say your partner is. But I would say if you're one of those signs, then I wouldn't be surprised, because the fact that you're grounded right now, and yes, doors have opened up to you, but maybe you've been vigilant, or not vigilant. What's the word? You've been reluctant in going through them, in case. It's one thing to open a door, have the key to a door and open it, but it's another thing to go through it, isn't it? Locked doors were open to you. I'm still getting as though these locked doors, though, are locked doors to information. And by opening those doors, you've discovered something, maybe something that you'd rather not know. Maybe about the current relationship that you are in or have been in, and of course you're trying to be pragmatic, grown up about it, sensible about it, logical about it, reasonable about it, commonsensical about it, and not building up your hopes, but realistic about it. And of course the bright new prospects on the horizon there for you will be of your own making. They will be of your own making, really. The serendipity, the energy of serendipity, although in the darkness the light does shine. The moon, although we call it moonlight, it isn't really moonlight, is it? It's more reflected sunlight. So maybe the reflection of the light within you reflects back in a karmic sort of way. If we use the word karma as in divine retribution, what goes around comes around. So maybe something positive on the horizon. There's bright new prospects on the horizon for you there, of your own making, because fools rush in where wise men fear to tread, don't they? from a relationship point of view, though, what's been going on, or what is about to happen, well, of course, something positive either way. If it's not a relationship, then it'll be for the betterment of all, and for your betterment and for your protection. And if it is a relationship, then of course it will be bringing bright new prospects, and maybe due to the doors that you unlocked, you were careful which door to go through. It's one thing, as I said, to unlock a door, but it's another thing to go through, isn't it? I just want to pull another card here because I feel as though something's been unsaid, or it's not been quite complete. So let's have a bit of like an overview or an evaluation report or something. We'll just flip the card there, and just to reveal there the Hand of Fate. The Hand of Fate, of course, indicates forces that are beyond your control, intervening, taking over, and doing their stuff. I suppose you could call that the Sod's Law card, couldn't you? Murphy's Law card. In the sense of, although we've got the bright new prospects on the horizon between now and the end of March, or to the next new moon, nevertheless April brings forces beyond your control, intervening in your relationship. Maybe it could be anything from probably sickness stopping him from visiting you if it's a long distance relationship. It could be finances that's stopping you from visiting each other or seeing each other, or it could be anything, just something getting in your way, something beyond your control, intervening, maybe for the betterment or for the worsement, as you could call it, if there's such a word. Maybe for the worsement, of course, it's Sod's Law, of course. But if for the betterment, maybe forces beyond your control intervene to say, well, yes, we can do anything for love, but we can't do that. And maybe the serendipity, the bright new prospects on the horizon, can then continue afterwards, after somebody steps in. Maybe what I'm sort of sensing here, sort of that feeling as though somebody might step in and say, look, you can't do that, or we can't allow that to happen. Maybe you try and take out a loan or something like that, so we can't lend you that much, or something of that nature. I don't know. I'm not saying it's that, I'm just saying it's that sort of thing in the relationship. Maybe, will you move in with me then? No. The bright new prospects on the horizon are, yes, I've met you, and we're together, in that sort of regard. We're seeing one another, we're getting to know one another, but forces beyond my control say, I'm sorry, but I can't move in with you because I've got my priorities right here. Oh, look at that. Right now, I've got my priorities as was then, which is now, but you say as was then, but right now I've got my priorities. I'm trying to be pragmatic about it. So it looks like that pragmatism may be vibrating in the form of forces beyond your control, in the sense of you having an effect on others, who then that sort of that logic and reason, common sense backfires on you for the betterment or for your own protection, and sort of intervenes. Maybe if it's the parents or just somebody preventing you from leaving or going because you need it here or whatever. I don't know what it is, but just something, while, you know, I got just a funny feeling as though you're going to be pushed a bit too far. I want to pull another card out here because I really am nosy. I want to know what happens after Sod's Law intervenes, or even for the betterment of you, after something just gets in the way. The Queen there. Of course, she's the matriarchal sort of figure. Love and prosperity comes after that. So maybe after forces beyond your control intervene from from that positive sort of energy, just something gets in the way. Not so much gets in the way or blocks anything, but something just says, sorry, we'll let you carry on, but you just can't do that. Or it could be just, do you mind if we just interrupt and do this first and then you can carry on? A bit like crossing a road. You can carry on crossing the road, but you just got to stop and let a car go past first and then cross. It's a bit like that, isn't it? Maybe forces beyond your control, in the sense the car is coming, so you just got to stop and let the car go past before you can cross, and then carry on with the serendipity, with the bright new prospects afterwards, in the form of love and prosperity. Around about, about May, March, about May, isn't it? Around about Beltane, isn't it? The beginning of summer. Oh, hail summer. Looks like spring and summer. But springtime does look as though maybe spring cleaning. It could be something as simple as that. Sorry, forces beyond my control say I've got to get a decorator and I've got to be in while the decorator's decorating, or I've got to be in while it's any time I can get time off work to decorate or clean or spring clean or whatever it is. Or the children are off school or something, off on school holidays, vacation or something. Any time I can get, maybe that's what it is. But either way, of course, that's what we're getting there. So with that, the cards for you have now spoken, and all we can say there is go well, stay well, and let's hope that that relationship, well, who knows?